Over 26. This is
The Vagabond.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26. Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
Ours, ladies and gentlemen, follow suit. Huyu ni nani anatokea hapa? Huyu ni mtu mgani anatokea hapa? And definitely, ladies and gentlemen,
we are live, my brother.
Live.
Why did you leave?
Nini?
Why did you leave?
Who left? It's in my name, so you definitely know, eh? Mkoaje lakini mko sawa? Salama kabisa?
Ready, bro?
Manze, are you guys ready?
We are
24 hours.
Mbona mnaulizanga wasanii are you ready?
No, I'm just
ya kazi ya subuka ulizwa corporate are you ready?
Sindio, mbona silize ifasidi. Man, 24 hours.
Let me tell you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like everything we've done so far, every single moment has led to this moment. So we've been ready, we're staying up, we are rocking for a whole 24 hours. And kumbuka, this is going to be the shortest live stream we'll ever do. Since anything we do to Nasamanga, this is going to be the
I like how we
shortest
find
live
out
stream
new
we'll ever
things
do.
with other people.
right now.
Vile mmeshtuka ndio sisi tunashtuka.
So, Chucks, you mean after this, the next live that you're about to do will be more than 24 hours?
For sure. I can't even tell you how long and where. and what's
Itabidi
going
wa
to happen.
postpone elections. If that's possible.
You know?
Yeah.
Wait. One of the lights is off. Yeah. No, it's okay. We continue. So, unajua, si usema, and it's the thing.
Yeah.
Even with the hangouts, tunasemanga any venue we rock is going to be the last one because inakuwa ndogo.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
Napenda venye mnajiaminia.
The proof is in the pudding, Gogo. The proof is in the pudding.
so we said we want to do a live stream. The first one we did is 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine by the time we're on the 10th live stream.
Yeah.
At some point hii podcast itakuwa live.
Itabidi kitu mnaingia
Literally, the
Eternal
camera
live
is
stream.
still on.
Yeah.
If I may ask, when should be your next live stream?
Genuinely, we don't know when yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Majamas, tuwapatie challenge 200k subscribers. Fikisha hadi hata next week.
Hey. Wanaweza ifikisha kwa hii stream, ibidi tuendelee.
But like, if we get to 200k while we're still streaming for this 24 hours, bro, tunaenda.
Everyone is here.
We currently at 108.
Ya Joho.
We are currently at 108. Kijana ni kumaliza. We are at 108. So 92,000 people.
Kaende.
Only.
Kaende.
What
If we get 92k more subscribers tonight, we'll keep rolling.
And we'll have an open challenge. Mnaweza to dare to do anything.
There we go.
Nimependa pia even him alikuwa there we go.
People surprised.
Yeah.
Who came up with this stupid idea?
Nani mjinga hapa? Nani?
Who is the biggest fool of
Nani
the three
anakaa
of us?
opposite ya akili ni nywele? Nani anakaa fikiriangi hapa?
Lakini kusema ukweli,
Yeah.
kuna watu wawili wanapigana hapa kufikiria.
Wako kwa ile kiti. That's what, it's very intentional why they're on that couch. It's very intentional.
But anyway, all the best, manze.
Thank you, Gomez.
Let's keep it rolling. I'll see
Thank you, my bro.
Let's go.
Thank you.
That's so sad, manze.
Thank you, my bro.
Pole mlande, manze. Nikitoka kazi usiku naweza amua nipitie.
Yeah, bro.
Unaenda
Listen,
wapi?
hata kama kulala ukiamuka, we still be here.
I swear.
Point the arm.
No, bro, you have the full program. You know what's
That's
happening.
what's
Yeah.
That's
Let's
what's
rock.
up.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Aye.
Wacha sasa mjibambe. I'll
Thank
see.
you, my bro.
Kama unamezanga sleeping pills leo sari. Leo ni kumoto.
Aya.
Who?
We go? Chaxi, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxi, the brief from Ara is around, the amazing Mercy is around, the whole gang is around, episode 251, we are!
My check!
Oh my goodness! Episode 251, we are!
My check!
Baby!
That's what I mean, bro. You know those things that you do and plan sometimes, and then you set a date that you feel is far away.
Yeah.
Alafu ndio hiyo.
And then it always gets there. Whether it's a trip, whether it's a hangout,
Literally.
and today we said, you know what, April 11th, we're gonna stream for 24 hours.
Yep.
How we planned. Kwanza ukasema, initially it was the hangout, you know.
Ndio sometimes unasema next year.
Mbali.
Next month. Next week.
I know. And then it finally gets here, man.
Sir.
Good to have you guys here, man.
Thank you.
What a better way to start the stream. Mutoria, bro.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Talent.
Uzuri sasa hizi tuibia madem ameona.
Hey. Ako amesema publicly.
Bro, I said last year, it's too late.
Married to the music, guys. You know what I mean?
It's too late.
Yeah, it's our.
And it's already been published.
It's already okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say it. Mutori, I
Even
promise.
not the guests who are there.
I'm saying I did not mention it.
Charisma,
You unasema-
washa kusema, we know your
Literally,
man.
I'm caught in 4K.
Literally. You know, but I want to say thank you so much, bro. You know, I want to say thank
Come
you.
and say bye, Vizuri.
Yeah, come
Kuja
say
tuwe.
bye. Come say bye.
Tokea
Goof
kwa
is here.
friend.
Mutori is here as well. Come say bye. Goof.
Tokea kwa friend.
Yeah. All of you, come say
For
bye
someone who works
nicely.
with cameras, you are really afraid of them.
Yeah. You have a mic here. Another mic there.
Boom. Who's where?
Please.
Who's where?
Here, all of you just come. Yeah, okay.
Karibu
Unataka
sana.
karibu na mimi naelewa. Asante.
Bye, mwisho. Hey. Gogo akujituma
Napenda
mic
tu
yake.
flexibility ya hii podcast.
Yeah.
Hey.
Gogo hapa.
Go on.
This here.
Asha zote.
Yeah, this works.
This way?
Asha
No, this is
pengine.
fine.
Utaka
Sit
hapa?
here, yeah.
Sawa. Karibu Keri.
Yaani nyote mmekaa hii side yangu. Oh.
Hey, Mwas, baby. Goofy. Wait, Goofy has a mic, no? Oh, give that to Goofy.
Sai.
So are we good now? Yeah. Listen, my guys, we just want to say, I don't know how to say thank you,
Yep.
but the fact that you guys agreed, because you guys could be doing whatever you
Yeah.
could be doing. Today's a Friday. Mtora angekuwa quiver saizi. You know, Gogo angekuwa
Kwanza Daffy amemkujia.
I know. Gogo angekuwa amevaa slippers na shorts kwa airport ananyeshewa. You know, Goofy moved to Diani, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Anaongea kizungu mingi bado. I thought you'd do like a Swahili poem.
Saizi inafaa nikuwe na Fatuma Wangari.
But we just want to say thank you guys so much,
Honestly.
man. And again, tutakuwa hapa kesho. No, by a time like now, we might be done by tomorrow. We might, who knows? We could decide to keep going on.
Yeah.
But you guys are welcome to sing by any time. You guys are family, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you for having me and all the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sawa, mi tu mkitaka shots.
So many.
Mi the thing
I
is,
know.
yo,
Yeah.
mi mkitaka tu shots, just hit me up. Niambie tu.
Abeg, go.
Oh man, thank you guys so much. Let's get this moving. Wait, did you all see Mamito's video on Millennial Moms?
Yeah. Wait, there've been many. Ile nyawajui kuimba lullaby.
Lullabies, yes. Did you see it? Okay, let me play it for context. Jesus. So basically, describe what's happening in the video.
So she's trying to lull this baby to sleep. But millennials, we don't know the traditional lullabies, rockabye baby, and them ones. So yeah, she incorporated some of her own, which were very interesting.
Last.
I'm gonna play the video.
Yeah.
I'm curious to understand. I mean, because millennials, Gen Zs, genuinely, when I saw the video, I was like, I do not know a single lullaby.
Rockabye baby.
Hata
How
mimi
does it
nisikie
go?
mara ya kwanza sasa.
Rockabye baby on the treetop when the wind blows.
That sounds like something that is on cartoons now.
Yeah.
What
Is the name of the famous cartoon program that kids like watching nowadays?
Cocomelon.
Cocomelon.
Yeah.
That's not something on Cocomelon?
No, Cocomelon wanafunzwa twinkle little stars.
Okay, which other lullaby do you
Twinkle,
know?
twinkle, we know.
That's not a lullaby.
It's not a lullaby.
No.
La la toto la la.
For Africans ilikuwa lala. Toto lala. Unajipata umelala.
So now, Mamito, congrats to Mamito. She's a new mom. We were lucky to host her when she was still pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And so this is
We
Mamito.
hosted them.
We hosted
them actually.
Actually, yeah. So this is Mamito trying to get her kid to sleep.
Yeah.
And then she realized she doesn't know lullabies.
Kivenye watu wanaleta energy mzuri tamashani, dance na mimi. Hizo ni gani watu wanaleta maiza mabani zinakaa vizuri, dance na mimi. Last, you don't cuss. Na anybody wanna chop breakfast, shayo.
Mzuri badala ya kulala na
You go
lala hivi.
buy in the risotto, kate tukikato.
So that's Mamito. I want to get real-time feed. Let's do some shout-outs. We have 2.6K guys watching live, man. Shout out to you guys. Karen Lee, DC, Elvis 254, Paul Njaga, Kenya Nairobi 1960, Epic Fingers.
Epic
Fingers
Hey,
is crazy.
Shout out to Epic Fingers twice. That's a nice name to have as a thug because of shooting.
Mwas, stop it.
Intrusive thoughts, calm
Yeah,
down.
don't let them win.
Hey, leo si tumesema kaende.
Yeah. But I was just curious. I want to know things that we believe Gen Zs and millennials have completely forgotten. But lullabies for sure.
Not completely forgotten, like it's a culture that we've just not adopted. And someone was saying they're scared for funerals because you know the way like there's like the old mamas who know all the funeral songs at church. nini, so ask like utazikwa na nini, it's been a long day.
What is the one for King Kaka and Emerson Josh? Baadaye tutaona baadaye. But that's a banger though.
Nah, but they're supposed to be like the cultural ones. Intatembe. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone now.
Now see now us will have Bluetooth speakers.
And also, it's okay to have also newer songs because those are the songs that connect the most to us.
Okay, wedding songs.
Wedding songs. Wedding songs.
But don't kuna ile.
Yes, I do.
Today is my wedding day. Ime overdo.
Absolutely not.
No, today is my wedding day. Ilikuwa na a good 10-year run.
10
Today
depends on the location. It's still running.
There's I Do by Alain Willie Paul.
Hey.
Tell me yes, I do.
We are safe. We are safe. Weddings to go
Yes,
for the
I
next
do.
30 years.
Hey, I almost said Mviri. Then I was like, that's a birthday song, Mviri and Calligraph. But I'll start. Using landmarks for directions. Bro, I'll give you a good example. So when I came to Nairobi in 2012, it was very common to be like KICC, Times Towers. Like landmarks were the thing you'd use for directions. True. Size it's drop you the pin or live location. Pin or live location.
Na unaamini huyo mtu hawezi kudanganya.
Well,
because if you think about it, we used to move around before Google Maps and we wouldn't get lost.
yeah.
Which landmarks do you guys remember? Mimi nimekumbuka za tao.
I in opposite Hilton. That was our
Hapo ndo kila mtu
constant.
alikuwa anangojana, but
Constant.
guys grew up in Nairobi, walikuwa najua Nairobi na stages. Stage ya South Sea. Stage ya sijui wapi.
Yeah.
Kama na stage ya wapi here.
Hey, MC, that's Gogo and his.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, Gogo kelele. Ame shout hapa, gari kelele, penya nenda sijui kuiva shout the whole
Ni
night.
gari inalipa.
Hey, Gogo.
Hiyo ni gari for real.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Turbo, baby.
Yani Daffy and a mix everywhere. Even if they need to drive somewhere, Daffy. No breaks. Then even spelling.
What do you mean by what?
Please spell Massachusetts. Without autocorrect. Hey, madam.
M-A.
Even me, I need to.
It's so bad we can't even know if you're right.
No, I have it here. I have to confirm. Let's go.
M-A-S-S-A-C-H-U-C-E.
Yeah, I'm so glad you. It's not.
S-E.
Continue with the C.
Wait, Massachusetts.
Wewe karibu seme ama nifanye mass house.
Simplified.
Oh my freaking
No,
God.
but it's true though,
Yeah.
and it's not like you intentionally don't want to, because all of us could do inches and compositions.
Facts.
You didn't have autocorrect when you're doing your essays. You didn't have it.
And you know, fun fact, most new age writers are really terrible at spelling.
Yeah.
May I still remember those things we used to learn in school at if it's an L, it comes IE. If it's a C, it comes EI.
Oh my gosh.
Remember this? Like
Yeah, you don't remember those?
Like the word receive.
Okay, anyway, you didn't perform well in school, so I don't think you remember much. It's been many years.
Usijali watu walisomea wote walisoma.
There are no options.
Hakuna distraction.
Ukipanda tobacco.
And you know, the governments have been so bad, even in that tobacco mining industry. Like all the factories in Kuras because
They didn't have distractions. Wao walikuwa nafikiria ile race uli watch jana. Anafikiria jana tulifanya nini tulisoma.
The newest episode of Hannah Montana, true.
Hey, as kids.
Yeah.
What?
Hannah Montana as kids inaonyesha richness.
Yeah.
Damn. No, even you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Now this one you guys have to hear me out. Because this is an actual art form.
Okay.
Banning CDs.
I'm lost. Condoms.
CDs, normal.
Oh, banning.
Yeah, like
Putting things on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an art form. Did you ever do it?
Not personally, but I mean, I paid someone to do it.
Like at a cyber?
Yeah.
Where you never got those softwares. What was the name of those
Nero?
softwares?
It was called Nero.
Go to a buns. What was it called?
Nero. Rome.
There was Nero.
Nero.
Nero. Yeah.
Nero was one.
Nero.
There was Ban something.
Yeah.
And we'd have those softwares.
But to me buy movies are 50 bob mingi.
That's what I'm saying. I'd pay
yeah.
someone to do it for me, but I didn't even know what was the science behind it.
Bruh,
Our computer was just well equipped at home, but haikuwa imefika hiyo level ya kuban. Ilikuwa ina read, haikuwa ina ban.
But you guys had a PS2 in the 90s. Hey, when it had just come out.
Hata the place where you used to put CDs, haingecheza DVD, ilikuwa inacheza ile 700 MB.
Done.
compact disc.
Ka-
Ukiweka DVD na kuangalia hivi na baba yako afanye kazi. Hey.
Then there was even counting accurately, bro. I genuinely, I'm not even lying. Sometimes even a 1 + 1, I still have to confirm it's a 2.
Right.
Sometimes.
The one that
There's
confuses-
no way it's just me, bro.
the one that
Let me
confuses
check
me,
the chat. There's
yeah.
no way it's just me. No, endelea,
You know
endelea.
those guys for what year comes after 2199? Alafu uko like year 3000.
I'm like, yo!
Those are 1999 was so easy uko like
2000.
mbaya. What year comes after
21.99. Fucking
like
hell.
21?
Yeah, me too. I told you, bro.
2200.
Yo, I told you even 1 + 1. Everyone nowadays confirms if it's actually 2. Shout out to all the 2.7 people live on the chat.
22.7.
Hey,
You hapa wase wangekuwa na summit hapana. Ai, no shout out, bro. You stay live on the chat. Then there was patience.
patience.
We don't have like kama kuna kitu we don't have anymore. It's just
Patience.
the patience. We
Running
don't have.
too thin.
Let me tell you, even when you're browsing stuff, the website loads for 3 seconds. Aye, what do you
Why?
mean loading for 3
Why?
seconds? My shoe is spoiled. What is a cobbler?
But
Buy a new pair.
Cobblers, like these are really like this is a genuine.
There's
questions.
cobblers. There's a
Sasa waende
cobbler.
wapi?
When we're in Muranga for street check, one of the guys there was a cobbler. There was a guy who was in an overall. No, he used to repair bikes, not a cobbler. But
Bado wanatengeneza tire.
it's Muranga. Ocha, they still fix things, bro.
I
But
see.
you know,
Hata Nairobi, si ile Nairobi wewe unaishi.
Sasa hiki kiatu kiraruka kunajua
That's
kubaki
what
nayo
I'm
kweli.
saying.
No, ni fashionista. Sasa kiatu kiraruka ni swag. Like I'm wearing ragged Converse.
Ah,
the thing is, genuinely, why would you get a cobbler?
that's what I'm asking. Where?
Hata to see it in nini ama nini, like even genuinely, even when Chris Baby was here and she was talking about kiosks,
Yeah.
I was just like, where
What do you mean?
Where are the kiosks? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
mnaishi
And I completely understand.
Naishi vizuri. Maana yako hapo genuinely a chaos.
Hey, bro, what's your if you can do,
Seriously.
if you can be up for 24 hours streaming a pod, at least yes. Then the last one. And if anyone of you disagrees to this, no, sorry, I just want to say something.
And then
Oh, you know,
kulala.
I forgot. These guys are communicating from the different
Oh,
rooms.
yeah.
So I keep thinking Ojizo is saying
Talking to
something
you.
to us.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone disagrees,
If you
anaenda
contest
home
this,
alale.
no.
I'm so ready to
Mimi nasikia
disagree.
usingizi.
If you come,
20.
I'm so ready to disagree.
we were talking about time. Auntie, how much time? How long have you been rolling? How long have you been rolling? It's fine.
An hour.
It's fine.
An hour and 1 minute.
That's fine. You actually got it.
Yeah, an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah. So the last one was, it's almost impossible nowadays for people our age or even younger to say they're having a good time or they're hanging out without alcohol or drugs involved.
Hey, hapana.
Bro, do you know, like literally, even social even social spaces,
Yeah.
whether it's a Paradise Gardens, a Paradise Lost, where it's literally just a venue that you can book to go do a picnic, they know they need to have a bar.
Yeah.
Nowadays even painting. 20 tipsy painting.
No.
Paint and sip.
Paint and sip is dope though.
Now that's a good concept,
Sim paint too.
You
bro.
want to see your creativity when you're drunk.
Realistically,
Yeah.
think about it. Even Bible study, our friends there.
Wait,
now you guys.
Mlileta Mzinga Bible study.
Wait, you not
You're
our
already
Bible
high on
study.
the spirit. How much more spirit do you need to get high on?
Bro, you can never be too much high on spirits. There's the spirit that you feel, and the because Juris is fine. So the thing is, the room is filled with the spirit. Also, the body needs to be filled with the spirit.
He's already in there.
Double
So how much
spirit.
more
The
spirit do you
spirit is
need?
the body.
Triple distilled.
More like double.
Okay.
More like double.
Okay.
Me, I'm still. Mulikuwa mnasema Corinthians chapter 1.
I swear. I mean, I was invited. Shout out to, and she'll be here tomorrow. She can
can't
tell you
believe
herself.
Maana alikuwa anapatana kina Angel Daniel.
Angel Zipora. Say, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Mtumba Experience, J. Kelly, Alvin, Martin, Sean, Andendo, and Dabu. Let's talk more music. Get used to that, man. All the 2.8 people live on stream. Shout out to you. I mean, so this is probably the longest documented podcast live stream in Africa. So shout out to you guys and everybody who made this possible. And I want to say thank you to iGabantu Studios for facilitating the technology and expertise. Avuma Fiber for providing fast, reliable, and uninterrupted internet connection. Snowball Industries for always hosting us. Sarah V for sponsoring our games. Challenges segments. Mwangi, you want to unbox that? And
Yes,
we'll get
sir.
to the games and challenges later. And lastly, the Able team at UpSyd for being the coolest gang in the game.
Gang.
I am. So as Mwangi unbox that, I have a surprise for you guys.
No.
I do have a surprise
don't
for
like
you
this.
guys. You must like it. I don't remember which episode exactly, but there's an episode where we called Mganga. Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
We're about to call one.
We tafuta hiyo
So-
5K tuongee.
So yesterday, I was going to China Square to buy some of the props we have here.
Okay.
Then I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things here. Mwangi, you think these things just happened? Because you walked on set.
Me, I was like, oh,
Late as usual.
nice job, guys.
So, and then I'm like, Shed, I don't know the last time I ever saw the Mganga thing. So I called Tafari, because you know Tafari lives in the village in Mala. I'm like, I'm sure there's Wagangas in Mala.
For sure.
I'm sure Tafari has
Na wako
Mganga wa
busy
kienyeji.
Wako busy.
So I called Tafari. I'm like, Tafari, please send me as many numbers as you possibly can. Send me like 4 or 5 numbers.
Waganga.
I mean, because we have to call somebody. If this number doesn't go through.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was driving along that new bypass towards Langata, the one that connects from Gong Road. I see a poster on the electricity, what is it called?
Pole, yeah.
It says Dr. Mwisho.
Dr.
So,
Mwisho.
Mwisho. So you guys have to pick something. I'll call Dr. Mwisho. You guys have to tell me what I go with. So 1, love potion, which is what we probably did last time. Business boost, number 2. Nguvu za kiume, no, we did
Nguvu za kiume.
Lost
At the
items,
same time.
Kinga Boma, etc.
Kinga Boma.
Yeah. So guys on the live, also help me choose. So you wanna call Dr. Mwisho either love potion, business boost, nguvu za kiume, lost items,
let's see
Kinga
what they're
Boma.
saying.
What do you guys want?
Let's do lost item.
Lost item. Hold up.
Alafu mambe umepoteza airtag.
Let me see what guys are saying. Lost item, Kinga Boma. Hey, this is actually live, bro. Like I'm asking
Wanasema
guys
lost
to tell me what
item.
they want and I can see it live. Nguvu za kiume, mapenzi upate mtu for once. Oh my goodness.
I've seen a lot of
why you
lost
aggressive?
item.
Love potion, lost item, love potion. Nguvu za kiume, nguvu za kiume,
What
love
if we do
potion.
a lost item alafu tumwambie tumeipata?
Acha ndio hii, mwambie acha ndio hii.
Umepoteza remote.
That's a good idea. Remote.
Alafu mwambie ilikuwa chini ya pilo.
Hata ndio hii nimeipata.
Dr. Musho. What is I can't hear? I can't tell whether it's ringing or not. It's not ringing? Okay, let me try again.
Umepoteza network.
Literally. I'm literally on one bar. It's not ringing. Even on the end.
Ringing?
That's weird. Okay, let me do the usual. You know, men in tech, just airplane mode and back. Guys, don't worry. I studied telecommunications. So you said lost items, then okay, I got it. Dr. Musho. I don't know what's up.
No.
Really? Let me put on my speaker. That is very weird. Just give. Oh, there we go. Oh, it rang. Okay. Just get the live chat for me. Yeah. Okay, hold up. I'll tell you. I put it on speaker. Then I switch to headphones so that everyone can hear, right? It was just ringing right now.
Kila mtu anasema lost item.
Lost item? Okay, I got it. Wait, what the heck? It rang, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on one
Even me, I'm
bar.
on one bar.
Yeah. Snowball. Anyway, you know, we work with M-PESA now. We'll ask them to put a booster outside here. Don't worry. Ken, that message was for you directly.
Nani huyu Ian Francis ati Maraya apate nguvu za kiume? Wewe.
Dr. Misha. We shall revisit. Hello? 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 Hello?
It was just ringing.
The guy picked actually. Okay, we try again. Daktari. Anyway, don't worry. I have backup. I told you Tafari lives in the village. He sent me 10 numbers. 10 numbers, bro.
Sasa mganga ndiye amegeuka lost item.
Hold up. Tafari, what did you send? Anyway, wacha tupigie mwingine. See, they do the same things. No?
Same.
Mapenzi, biashara, kushika wezi. Kushika wezi. Mganga hodari wa kienyeji. Dr. Ali. Yes, Ali sounds like a mganga, bro.
Ali sounds like a
11-734.
Names. Unaweza kuwa ati Dr. Grace.
734.
Well,
to Dr. Zipora. I'm not coming to you. Zipora utakwaje daktari. All right. This is Ali. Even my accent has changed. Vipi daktari Ali?
Is it ringing?
I just called. You can hear it. Hello? Hello? It's ringing. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Ali, sasa?
Poa sana.
Nimepatiwa namba yako na rafiki yangu anaitwa Steve. Ameniambia unaweza nisaidia, niko na shida kidogo.
Uko wapi?
Niko Nairobi.
Ndio.
Wewe uko wapi?
Niko huko Western.
Sasa basi tutafanyaje Ali? Juu mimi niko Nairobi. Alikuwa ameniambia uko wewe sometimes unakuja Nairobi.
Nakujanga lakini kwa sasa nilikuwa huko hiyo last week Monday mpaka hadi Alhamisi nikatoka. Hata kutangu nikuja huko Western siku 4 tu zimepita. Nilikuwa huko.
Okay, sawa basi tunaweza ongea then uniambie kama unaweza nisaidia.
Niambie.
Sasa mimi niko na shida na sielewi. Nimejaribu kuelewa kabisa yani mpaka sielewi, na feel hata blood pressure inapanda kidogo. Saa zingine nikitoka kazi nafanya huko industrial area. Nikitoka kazi saa zingine nakuja home napata remote haiko. Saa zingine unaweza kuja upate niliacha vyombo chafu kwa sink napata zimeoshwa. So sielewi issue ni nini. Kama saizi hata ndo nikupigie nimekuja saizi nimepata mattress iko chini ya kitanda. Yeah, so nashindwa na hakuna
nyumba, hakuna mtu yoyote huko.
Nimefunga nyumba, hakuna mtu. Also naishi kwa apartment, kuna majirani unaona. Na niko na majirani wengine hata ni unajua hawa conmen wenye watokangi kwa nyumba.
Nawajua.
Juu naishi Rongai, naishi na manager wengine wako 20 kwa nyumba, watokangi kwa nyumba. So unaona hata kama ni mtu angekuwa anaingia either tuseme angevunja ama jirani angeona, unaona seti imehappen mara moja, imehappen mara mingi.
Ndio.
So najaribu kushindwa it's a bit weird. Nashindwa sasa nifanye aje? Yeah. Na alafu sasa nikaongea na anko yangu fulani huko Ushago. Wakaniambia niende, wakanichanja nini, lakini haija work. Sasa Steve lakini aliniambia wewe pigia Ali ni professional sana, anajua kazi yake. Ali anaweza kusaidia.
Ndio.
Haya
sasa. Ya kwanza wacha tufanye uchunguzi tujue shida ni gani.
Okay.
Nataka uende ununue mishumaa 2. Mishumaa hizi candles.
Za zozote tu?
Kala yoyote tu. Alafu nitumie majina yako kamili na place mahali huko na 1,000. Kanunua hapo urubani kwanza tufanye uchunguzi tujue ni nini hiyo sasa.
Okay.
Hapo sasa ni wakati tushajua ni nini kisha nikwambie bingu vilivyo tutaiondoa hiyo kitu.
Okay.
Yes.
Sasa uchunguzi utahitaji kuja Nairobi ama unafanya uchunguzi ndio nijue tu?
Unafanya saa hii tu.
Unafanya online?
Saa hii tu unafanya online. Si mimi ndiko ndani office langu, hata utanipigia na video call uone.
Okay. Naweza kupigia na video call pia?
Yes, utanipigia na video call nishanunua hiyo urubani, alafu nikwambie sasa naingia kwenye uchunguzi, nikwambie sasa. Yes.
Alafu so nikinunua hizo candle naziwasha ndo nakupigia. Pia
nitakuelekeza wewe nunua hizo candle ukue nazo, unitumie majina yako kwanza na ile moja ninunue urubani pale kisha nikuje.
Sawa.
Na hizo vitu hizo nipigie kwa WhatsApp.
Sawa.
Nitumie hizo majina kwa WhatsApp. Na press mahali huko.
Nakutumia. Alafu hiyo ni shughuli tunaweza fanya saa hii tumalize ama
ndio kitu unafanya saa hii. Na ni kitu tunamaliza saa hii. Kama kutakuwa na namna yoyote ile, tutamaliza hiyo shughuli saa hii, na utawahi kurudi tena kuona kitu kama hiyo. Tukishagundua ni nini.
Sawa basi. Aya, na alafu sasa hii mattress yenye nimepata chini ya kitanda, nirudishe ama ukifanya mambo yako itarudi tu yenyewe?
Usiguze kwanza.
Nisiguze kwanza.
Wachana nayo.
Sawa. Hii ndo namba yako ya M-PESA?
Yeah.
Aya, sawa. Nakutumia tu saa hizi na alafu nakupigia video call. Ndio unisaidie bana. Nasikia pressure imepanda. Sitaki nirudi hospitali niekeo drip tena.
Naisha tu na hakuna tena jambo lolote tena utagundua hapo. Bora tugundue ni nini.
Sasa wewe ndio unajua Ali.
Yeah.
Aya, saa hizi tu nakutumia, angalia M-PESA.
Sawa.
Nitakutumia ya juu ya macho.
Haya.
Ako wapi Sam? Mko na candles. Let's do this. Hata kama tuko na candle moja tuvute mara mbili.
My gosh.
We are too dressed up to do this. Nairobi.
Utasotaje Nairobi?
It's a choice.
Amesema thao moja.
Thao moja. No, but the 1,000 bob
is for
him to investigate. I've forgotten the Swahili word he used. Waluya wanaongea Kiswahili. Like nilikuwa najua anasema nini, but I'm like for sure no one just speaks like that.
Ito Tanzania ndogo.
Madness.
Man, shout out to all the 3.2.
Are you actually sending him money? Let's go with this.
No.
Nah.
Bro,
hell no.
Entertainment.
Even if I video called Ali, soon as I video call Ali, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
Like all this lighting setup.
Ama maybe ukituma tu pesa nazima ako like umbafu.
Yeah, for sure.
Kwani Ali atanitole mattress under the bed.
Tena there tusiguze. What?
Anyway. Let me see. We do a few shout outs before we. Oh my, yeah. So Derek, Yema, Jonathan, Maureen, Masa, Ken, Kazira, Omar. Hey, it's a lot of people, man.
Hey,
Tataka mganga ako live ati ndugu yangu.
Kama tutampata tako hapa. Check with mad lord.
Oh my god.
Shout out to those guys. Anyway, Butera Girls, bro.
Shout out to them.
I mean, so as who was performing? Was it Goofy? Or was it MC Gogo? And then I saw in the live someone is asking, Butera Girls wanna perform Zangapi?
Listen, don't threaten us with a good time.
Yeah.
We can make it happen.
Updated lineup coming soon.
We'll end the stream
With Butera Girls.
with echoes of
Chese.
live from Snowball.
Yeah.
But anyway, so so Butera Girls, the whole drama, the play in question is called Echoes of War. And when I get into it, just for a bit of context, written by Cleophas Malala. And who's Cleophas Malala? So 11 years ago, Malala was in the spotlight as the director of Shackles of Doom, a controversial play that starred headlines in 2013, the bold satire on the Turkana oil saga, if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
So it shows you that if 11 years ago he was already doing such plays, he's someone who's seasoned within that field in drama.
Absolutely.
He's a former Kakamega senator. He's a former UDA Secretary General. UDA is the current party in power. So last year around June, he was removed from UDA Secretary General position because of his close ties to former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who as early as June claimed the former DP would be impeached, and then Gachagua was later impeached in October.
Yeah.
Then a bit of context. So an article by Tuko that was written on 7th of this month.
Okay.
So that's a couple of days before the drama unfolded. Says that Basic Education Principal Secretary Julius Bitok confirmed that the controversial Butera Girls play had been reinstated. So there was already issues prior.
As it was being written.
Yes. No, as because there's many levels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it had, I think, after the provincials, the play dubbed Echoes of War had been omitted from the Kenya National Drama and Film Festivals over its contents. Written by former Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala, the play depicts the struggle for young people on civil liberties, including social justice and governance issues, among others. So Malala got arrested, abducted the night before yesterday when he was going to attend rehearsals for the play. So the play performed by Butera Girls was supposed to be performed at the National Drama Festival. Over to you guys.
There was so much noise online today. And everyone was just saying like...
From yesterday, actually.
Yeah, from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how like those girls are their heroes.
No, they are. Actually, I'd say the whole drama festival lot, because I think all of them refused to perform.
Yeah.
It's like standing in solidarity. And I'm like, that's very brave, considering these are kids. And the fact that they're so cognizant of what's happening in the political environment is, I mean, it's commendable. I love that.
And just the poetry of it all, just coming on stage, singing the national anthem, standing still for a minute, and then just walking off.
Yeah,
Biggest middle finger.
biggest statement ever.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's all.
What
No, discuss everything. Give me all your thoughts. Everything.
The funniest thing, I was telling my brother how like this play has brought together people from all tribes. Like imefanya tuache kuchukiana. Because I saw some babe who was saying she wants to recreate the play but she needs funding. And then some other babe said, for every 250 bob you receive, I'll post my titties.
Ooh, please
And
give
then-
me what's her
and I'm
handle?
sure that-
What's her handle? What's her handle?
And then I think she wrote it in the most Costarian way because it was like, ukipata shilingi 250.
Nitakupa nyonyo.
Yeah.
I can just imagine how many perverts were just like,
Waiting.
250.
Yeah. So I think the bit that I'm waiting for you guys to get into is the drama on what exactly was happening from the side of the government and everything else. Yeah.
No, like I feel like it's just uncalled for, and I hate the fact that they pick and choose moments for when things are supposed to be right and when things are supposed to be wrong. Case in point, somebody went to Murkomen's Twitter archive when he had done the first play in 2013. Murkomen was actually commending that this is good. Oh, why are they trying to take it down? Blah 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 blah.
Sorry.
Years later,
Who's closer? I think one of the CeraVe lip balms. Yep.
years later, so now this play is depicting what's happening in the government that you're currently serving under.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's an issue. And even the TSC kusemati, right now they can't allow, like, if you're not part of, like, the school, like, if you don't work under a school or something, you can't write plays for school. But I'm like, that's always been the routine since.
Yeah. Also, even when you guys were in high school, I don't know how maybe
Coaches,
how much
drama
involved you were in
teachers,
drama.
they were never employees in the school.
Yeah, but also drama plays in school have always, not always, but a lot of them have always also echoed political struggles.
Yeah.
Always.
Including set books.
Always.
No?
Always.
It's now it's like they say that now we're gonna ban Kifo Kisimani from being a set book.
How?
Because it mirrors like what's happening in our reality, in our current reality. This is how things are going, sijui nini. And is it also factual that the first lady was
In Butere Girls, yeah, she's an alumnus from what I understand.
Yeah.
alumnus in the singularity? Alumni?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
And I'm the one
know.
who didn't do well in school. Oh, wow.
Until we finish with the spelling bee for Mwangi. And the only punishment Mwangi has is push-ups.
No, I love it.
Let's go. I
Yeah.
I love
can
it.
out push up everyone here.
But also, we come back to push-ups. It's okay. We come back to push-ups. Because I know you can't spell for shit. You copywriter who's on autocorrect all the time. Mwangi pays for Grammarly.
You don't?
No. What?
But alumnus in a sound kama tu.
Wait.
Ama jina ya Mluya.
Mimi KU alumnus, bro.
Naitwa alumnus kienjo.
Alumnus.
Yeah. Wait, are those my flowers? You can just give me.
I know
Who
whose
said
flowers
they're
those
yours?
are.
It's okay. It's fine. I'll buy for Mariah only.
Umesikia ni za nani?
Actually, let's-
Goza
this is a
tena,
nice
sis,
break.
goza. Ati ni za?
I have
Thank
the
you.
backstory, and please, can it happen on live?
What do you mean?
What backstory?
We are gonna know.
Nah, wait.
Okay. Let's go back to
got
Cheddar
you.
Girls. Let's go back to
Siasa.
Cheddar Girls. I mean, so nothing said. I watched.
Aya.
What's up?
Malo has just texted me. Anasema, First Lady is also the school patron.
Hey.
Of Butera Girls?
Yes.
Okay, what does a patron do in a high school?
Yes, sasa ndio sijui.
I don't know.
Okay, ask Malo to tell us what a patron. Okay, guys, on the comments, so we can go back to the chat.
Malo,
what does
if you text me,
what does a
patron
high school
hufanya nini?
patron do?
And a patron.
Well, I thought she was like an alumnus.
She's an alumnus, but
Yeah.
she's also now school patron. I think
Um,
probably because she holds like a high rank.
Yeah.
Or yeah. Anyway, wacha ajibu tusikie.
Okay. Hamtoga.
He's typing.
Hamtoga 24
I
hours.
love
Oh, he's
it.
typing. Okay, that's fine. So I mean, I got. I'm sure you guys watched maybe some of the same clips you watched.
Yeah.
Just to get a glimpse of what the play was about. Tangashira did such an incredible job
Yes,
because he
the
summarized the entire
Anasema
play.
tutumie chat GPT. Moa, this is your time to shine.
So we can engage the guys. Let the guys tell us. Just tell us until you can go on the chat. Just tell us what the guys, what patrons do. Because if it's something that is doable, I don't mind being a patron.
Of
The first-
establishes the school.
The first dropout part.
Wait,
I mean, I finished high
establishes
school.
the school,
Yeah.
appoints the board of management, and directs the school ethos. They essentially set the foundation and character of the school, while the day-to-day management is handled by the board of management.
So basically, you become mwenye shule.
Basically.
Okay, I don't mind, guys. Kanga school, are you looking? Anyway, so I got a chance. There's also a lot of guys who summarize basically
Yeah.
what the play is about. Nothing that was said is not factual.
Yeah.
That's number one. Also, it's the work of arts and spaces like drama club to mirror the society.
Exactly.
I think my biggest problem is how insecure the government is in terms of just controlling information, and these are things that used to happen a lot during Moi's era. Because Mas, I read, I went through school properly, and I still read up to date. I know that censorship was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Now this is not the first time this government is
Trying to gag
people. Even when it comes to social media, you can clearly tell they're trying to do something about limiting social media usage in this country. When we had protests, that's the first time in our adulthood that
Ever
internet was
witnessing
suppressed.
something like that. Imagine.
So when such things happen, I'm like, I feel bad for the kids because these kids have to go through that.
Yeah.
But also on the flip side, I feel like when such things happen, I hope I hope when such things happen, because there's so many things that are unfortunate that they keep happening in this government, and I hope that what it does to the populace is that it's gonna drive people to another critical mass action.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of things that are happening, and we can't take everything too lightly.
True.
So I want to flip this a little bit. If the kids, say the kids are not involved, if you went back to Malala, would you feel bad about Malala, considering because in my own opinion, Malala is part of the problem. Because he served in the same government.
But he also was in the previous government as a senator.
He was. Until Malala sided with the deputy president, I'm sure he'd still be in UDA and he'd still be holding that position.
Yeah.
Yes.
He picked sides, and politics is about loyalty.
Yeah.
He picked sides,
He
picked
was
the wrong
kicked out.
side, and then he was kicked out. Now, there's no way Malala is not part of the problem. We can go back to before the issues between the deputy and the president started. And
Okay,
Malala
yeah.
is the guy who was online defending bullshit as well.
Yeah. True.
So he is part of the problem as well.
True.
So you're saying even like when he was writing the play, he saw it in his mind.
So this is how my mind is processing this. Two things can exist and all of them can be true.
True.
Malala has records for being a brilliant scriptwriter.
Yes.
Kidogo tutafari. Everything is set for that session. Huh? No. We still have a bit of time. I just want to make sure that some.
Ballas.
Banners.
Okay, so but it's work in progress. Thank you. All right, cool. So sorry.
Two
I was
things
telling
that
Mariah.
coexist at
So during the day, of course, I was holding the producer hat, and now I'm just the yapper. I want to be the yapper. So two things can be true. So Malala is a proficient writer, and he's written many plays. Clearly, he has a track record.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now, the same Malala is part of the problem of this political class that we're dealing with. And the politicians have proven over time that when it comes to us versus politicians, they'll always pick their own side.
Yeah.
The only reason why Malala is on the other side now is because Malala sided with
The wrong
Gachagua.
person.
If Malala was still with the president, we would not have been here.
For sure.
Now, it's impossible for you to tell me that Malala didn't look at this as an avenue to get back to
Take
also.
shots.
It's
True.
Come on.
True.
Now, my only problem with that is it just takes you back to when it's us versus the politicians. They always pick their sides.
Yeah.
Even if it involves kids in school,
Yeah.
that's how much they don't care, bro.
Yeah.
So he's fighting personal battles, and then now it ends up being our issue.
So he could be genuinely working on a play. But then with the issues he has with the current government,
You can't
it's
help
impossible
but
for you
think
to tell
he's
me
not taking
that you also didn't think that, you know what, this is
Yeah.
one of the good ways to get back at these guys.
Especially the Zakayo must go bit of the play.
Which I don't think it needed Malala. I feel like I'm sure there's maybe other plays that didn't progress to the levels that we know, but I just know the inject thing has always been in drama.
Yeah,
It's
for
always
sure.
been there. And Zakayo Must Go is such an easy, it's so direct,
Yeah.
it makes sense, everyone is gonna relate. You know, soon as you drop
Say
it,
it,
the crowd is
everyone is
going to
going
go wild.
crazy.
So if I'm performing and I'm thinking drama, I know there's lines I need in my show, like that one.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just saying. Like, I know both of them could exist, but it's also possible that this is what's happening. It's just sad that it came at the expense of
kids.
these kids as well.
sense.
You know,
But beefing with Form 2 West is crazy. That tweet.
it's insane.
No, I don't know who tweeted it, but you had me laughing for days.
I have those reactions. I have some of those reactions. I got you. We get into some of those reactions. So at lame protagonists, other presidents are going tariff for tariff. You guys know why? Because Trump and
the tariffs in the countries,
way to anatia gas ma form 2 dog. And then akeka, you know, this thing means what? Sorry. What does this mean?
Prayer hands. Prayer hands emoji.
So it means what? It could mean sorry. It depends on
Anything.
context.
I mean, I usually put it after
like
thank
peace
you.
to this situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
At T-Bag, najua sasa Butere girls washatolewa kwa list ya watu watapewa chapo.
Nice one.
Then at Kenyans, you know Kenyans.co.ke. So news in, all students declined to perform at drama festivals in support of Butere girls. Dana said, this is okay, the police can perform, they're already in costume.
Ooh. Inject. Inject.
All right, then Colonel_Edu. Your president feelings have been hurt by 15-year-old girls.
No, but seriously, like, why would you tear gas 15-year-olds? Come on.
It's so wrong, bro. Like, regardless of how you look at it.
Yeah.
Goofy Docs was just here. Shout out to Goofy, man. The play isn't even controversial. There's something we're missing here, Ogopa politicians. I feel like maybe we could have asked Goofy, but it probably points to what we were saying.
Yeah.
That both things could exist.
Yeah, at the
same
He's a good writer, but also it's a perfect opportunity to get back to a government that, you know, ousted him from a position and they're fighting him.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
See, I have a
It's
skill.
that moment.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's an inject.
You know how petty you have to be to fight personal battles with your own God-given skill.
Yeah.
At
Sometimes it
at
gotta
such
be
a
like
national
that.
level, and right now I'm pretty sure it's international.
Yeah.
Other people are watching from beyond our borders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is not over. So the thing with the chance that Malala has as well is to, you know, go to all these theaters and all these guys. And I'm sure guys will buy tickets. I'll buy
for
tickets
sure.
to see this play.
For sure.
If this is at KNT or wherever, I'm going to buy tickets to go
What
watch
do you
it.
mean?
So this is something they could literally take nationwide.
Yeah.
You know, if they wanna come on the road with us, I'm just saying. That will be us using kids to
Get back at politicians.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opta horse, polisi wanafanya nini high school na walikataa kusoma. Real Gitch, a play within a play. These girls are experiencing their play live.
Damn.
Hey. Yes, your Goofy aliandika it's quite.
That's something Goofy would say.
Because I don't think there's any amount of accolades that these babes need to have. Like, they've already won national levels at a best play.
Skia. Samuel Otieno, hiyo story ya Echoes of War labda Mkuru tupigie. So this is not the first play. Peter Mutisa says this is not the first play Malala has written for Butere Girls.
Yeah.
Must go atulie too. Okay, the rest are just being echoed what we said. Mwas tengeneza carpet inanisumbua concentration. Auntie just pull.
This one? Sorry.
Sorry.
I think we can switch it. No, it's the seats that need to go over it. We will do that the next time. Good to be back, fam. Concept medium, tengeneza hiyo carpet. It's done, bro. Hey, it's done.
Hey, your carpet is what? Nakaleka button.
Wait, Edward Ndungu amesema ati ops wake ni 15-year-olds. Bra is a real life mojo jojo.
Wow.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's a bad.
That is a good one.
I seen someone online as well. I don't remember who, but they said Ruto will meet the principal of the school at State House with a few teachers and maybe a clergy, and then that will just be it. And then it's gonna be water under the bridges. The guy is gonna go
donate,
back to campaigns,
and do
he's going
what?
to donate. You know the whole shebang.
Yes.
Na mtu alisema pia hata hizo trophy zote zipelekwe State House. That's where the real drama is.
Damn.
Wameshinda.
Hey,
Damn.
man, some emoji ni high five. Who is this?
High five. It's not prayer
Fan
hands.
base. It's high five.
What do you mean?
Two hands high fiving each other.
Aye.
Apana.
Ati Glenn Washington tulipe taxi anyoe. Hey bro, the only way naweza nyoa mkifikisha 200k in the next 30 minutes. Subs. How many subs do we have? We started at 1.8. Tuko 1.9. Oh, tunasonga.
Unajua pia
Shout out to you
tuna
guys.
making promises kwa hii podcast zenye tu.
Honor,
I like 30.
this emoji is often called folded hands, primarily represents prayer, gratitude, or a respectful gesture. High five ametoa wapi?
Si ni huyu ni stock yake ya kustay up. Ndio ina hit.
Imeanza kukikid. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go to checks. Let me see what you guys have.
But
Bro, I innocently asked a question on Twitter nikapewa majibu.
kuweza.
Let's go. Who wanna begin? Who has this?
I think I can go first.
Okay, let's go.
So this is Joshua 001J. See, you know Isaac Maura only speaks like
He's the government spokesman.
Yeah, but he only talks when it's raining. Ama usiku. So someone said so Josh 001
Ama asubuhi,
said
6 a.m.
6. I see risk. Josh
Kunaweza kuwa na traffic.
exactly. Josh 001J says someone just told Isaac Maura that his favorite set book was When the Sun Goes Down.
Wow. I mean, true.
Is it true?
You're Mr. Checker.
Keep it up. Wait. I had another one.
Yeah.
Agola John says huku heaven tukienjoy milk and honey, mbogi ya allergy mtapewa uji bila
I had
sukari.
that. I had that actually.
Yeah, last one. Reggae Wailer says siku imeisha tu hivo. Then Kianangi says ulikuwa unataka kuona jina ya customer.
So this happened to me, Jen. You finished?
Yeah.
This happened to me just I was having lunch with my bros. We go to a nyama joint. We kula tumemaliza tu kula
Pelican.
vizuri Pelican. Tumemaliza kula vizuri. The waitress brings me 6 toothpicks. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just randomly tweeted. Nimemaliza kula lunch nikapatiwa toothpick sister. Kwani toothpick sitter. Kwani nimesmile. Mzee akasema sidhani ni mwanya uonge kupea kuni.
Oh!
I was like, can you just shove 6 to...
Because I was going to ask you, why give you 6 toothpicks?
Imagine.
But pia kukupea moja hiyo ni kukunyima. Like, why would you just give me one?
But everything about that lunch was very comical because pia serviettes alituletea mbili like you know,
no, that makes sense. Serviette is fine.
Not individual pieces. Unajua zile vitu za kuweka serviettes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It's
fine.
fine.
So were the 6
There are 2
toothpicks
people having
for
nyama.
the 2 of you or just yours?
Alipea brangu moja na mi sita.
Yule mnene M-PESA. Yule mnene M-PESA.
Nikacheka tu.
Yeah.
Let me find the other one. It's just here. I was trying to find it. I was trying to eat something light. What the explain them. Oh my god. No, okay. Nimeshindwa kuipata. But I was just trying to explain to people how I find it extremely comical how my dad eats burgers on the very rare occasions I've seen.
I think I saw that tweet, the way he like
Yeah.
deconstructs it.
He deconstruct babangu hawezi kula burger hivi. So mkate, nyama na mboga.
Yeah.
So even like if we go somewhere and he has to eat a burger, that's how he eats it. So someone said, ati mimi sijaiona hata babangu akikunywa chai. Babangu atafunangi ugali. Anaipelekanga around kwa mdomo hivi na mboga na meza.
That is wild.
So I was like, ati mwanaume hafai and then he was saying, ati you think I'm joking, but it's true. Even my mom pointed it out.
That's wild.
Anakula mboga, anashika ugali, anaifanya tu hivi kwa mdomo.
But then swallows.
Yeah.
I thought it's only Nigerians who eat like that. That's weird.
That's how Nigerians.
Yeah.
Like
So
they don't
their
chew?
fufu, they swallow, they don't chew.
But it's not ugali though.
Still.
But it's not ugali.
Have you eaten fufu by yourself? You have to
What's-
chew it. It's like cassava, ugali, and cassava.
I usually think like the consistency ni kama ya mashed potatoes.
No, it's worse than that. Yeah.
Imagine they don't chew it. Like it's weird.
So when Jesse comes here, we should just have a burger
burgers.
set.
Actually, let's.
Let's do burgers, right?
Let's do that.
Jesse just wants to come drink our whiskey. Aye.
He must eat.
He must eat.
Because ideally itakuwa tu ugali, nyama choma, kachumbari ndogo.
Damn.
Wait, and then so he eats them separately, or he'll have like small pieces?
He'll have like a chunk of bread like this. Akate kapati. Akanyanya.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wait, have you guys ever spoken to him about it or no? Ama this is those ones.
We pointed it out when we were kids. Because there's sometimes like when your parents just take you somewhere, alafu kuna school, kuna pelekwa schools, places you can eat for parents. Alafu kuna zile schools they just come that I'm sure
guys
like
to just
older guys
enjoy.
don't enjoy ati burgers, fries, chips all the time. They're just like, let me take them there.
Yeah.
We've now brought it up, so let's bring it up.
Okay. So checked for me. Auntie said, Auntie already mentioned one, the funniest that she did. KZ Wheezy. Try to make money because from the look of things, you won't make heaven.
You won't make?
Heaven. It's valid advice. This was not. This was just giggle.
That's haterade.
Just giggle.
No.
Fanya. Fanya ile. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me redeem myself. Triple M fats. My maternity leave was declined simply because I'm not pregnant. Crying emoji. What a toxic work environment. at plot not for sale too. This is UpSyd who will take care of the inner child.
Inner child is wild.
No, I love that. I love
So I
that.
redeemed myself. Do you guys remember that time when what happened? I don't know what happened. I think I traveled and then something happened and I couldn't make it back on time. So we decided it was the Boogie episode. So we decided we'll do it live.
Yes.
So Rick and Ojizo have been saying how at the time, what is this gig? Boiler Room. We're the ones streaming this thing.
Yeah.
So we can do live. I'm like, perfect. I called Boogie. I speak to Anchi, Boogie's manager. I'm like, so the episode is gonna be live. Normally the episode drops at 9 in the morning on Sunday.
So we'll go live
So
from
it's
9.
gonna be live, and it means you guys need to be there early. I'd say latest 8:30 in the morning, so that by 9 we roll. Speak to Mariah and Mas. I'm like, the episode is live. Please be early. It's the trip I went to Kigali. Remember?
Yeah.
Then I came back to airport straight here. So I booked like a very early morning flight.
Yeah.
I couldn't even go home. So me, I leave the airport, come straight here early. We are trying to set up Nini. I'd told Tafari and the boys to do a trial the previous day.
Yeah.
So that when we come in the mornings, just
to
plug
go.
and play.
Yeah.
They didn't do the trial. Jesus, I don't know. Jesus went somewhere. Rick. This is when Rick was a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
Just Rick smoked up and stayed indoors.
Overthinking.
Tafari stayed in Malaya, didn't even bother. I was like, this guy said they do boiler rooms. That's why this is a small podcast. Anyway,
You were under-resourced.
what do you mean you're under-resourced? What actually happened that day?
That day, so we didn't have like...
That's the journey?
yeah, that's the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Power.
no.
Power to you.
Bro, we didn't have like the necessary streaming card, the Elgato card, like the one we had.
Yeah.
Manzeli tuangusha.
Then why didn't you say?
We thought itafanya kazi because Ross was like, yeah, it should be fine. If you just stream for a pod.
Yeah.
And yeah, it itakuwa sawa.
Okay.
Anyway, just a stream for pod.
Anyway, so I arrive.
It's not boiler room.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's
stream
just
for
a stream
pod.
for pod, bro.
Yeah.
H is here. Like Sawa, we are trying to set up. The guys are doing what they need to do. Maybe try out the stream.
Yeah.
8:30. Nothing. Once I'm on the way. Mariah,
I was already here.
you are late. You want to lie even when you're lying.
Ako nilifika mapema.
This is not pre-recorded. You can't edit
Nilifika
out.
like 9:09.
You arrived like 9 something.
9:09.
For a live that is supposed to begin at 9.
Me, I got here at 9:21. I can
Nigga, you
remember.
came here an hour later.
Mwas anyway. Mwas arrived whatever time he arrived. So now
Sorry, Mimi, I was late.
so we start the
Sasa
stream.
umeamini?
Yeah.
Umeamini ukweli?
So now we start the stream. Hey,
Tough.
bro, nothing. Start the stream again, nothing. So the same round I was like,
Don't
Those
even,
guys again.
don't even play that.
Called
game.
iGabantu. Anyway, I'm glad we are here. There was the Shanzu employment issue. Auntie, just as I'll get the actual thing. I have it,
Shout out
but
to
you can just
Shanzu.
start giving an overview. I feel like
Exactly. Yeah, he applied for a job and therefore come to play 2 years later.
Imagine, like,
Chanzo gives
what
us so much
madness
content.
is that?
I'll find it just now.
So Chanzo had applied for a job, and in that job, they had given him like a task to do.
Like a case study of sorts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he did whatever he did, sent in his thing. He even forgot he had applied for this thing. So this is like 2 years later, an email pops up.
Okay. You have the email?
I'm trying to get it. Wait. Tafari, behave.
Who has that email?
Please.
Let me get.
Duke of...
So I have the
Why is network
response.
slow? Bloody hell.
So basically, Shanzu was, I think 2 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened in a nutshell is 2 years later, these guys reach out and then they want him to do another case study.
Yeah.
For the same job. So Shanzu says, I applied for a job in January 2023 and they made me do an assignment a month later. They never got back nor acknowledged receipts. How is the head of people and culture emailing me in 2025 talking about you have been shortlisted, but we want you to do a case study? This is what Shanzu responds and says. Don't tell me I lost it. This is what Shanzu says. Thank you for your recent email. I was on vacation, so I couldn't respond on time. Still, it was a pleasant surprise since I barely remember when I made the application. I'm honored to be shortlisted for the role of digital acquisitions lead at your bank. So it's a bank, especially after the assignment I submitted back when TikTok dances were still trending and AI hadn't yet written half our emails. That said, I must admit I hadn't anticipated the role would involve 2 rounds of assignments spaced out over such a spiritually enriching timeline. Regretfully, I will not be participating in the upcoming case study. In the time since my initial application and the first assignment, in brackets, I've taken on new professional challenges, ones that refreshingly operate on schedules more commonly associated with our calendar. I do wish you and Loop team, so it's Loop, the very best in your search for the ideal candidate, and I hope the successful applicant has the same level of endurance as a Tour de France athlete. As I close, I'd like to open myself up to the prospect of a paid consultancy for this work. Thank you and have a nice day. 2 Peter's 3 verse 8.
We need to check what 2 Peter.
I already have it open.
Let's go.
But do not forget this one thing, dear friends. With the Lord, a day like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. A day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years
Oh my
is like
goodness.
a day.
I think Shanzu is so funny.
That is so poetic.
Not normal.
I think we should have Shanzu here for like a Wednesday episode.
Yes.
Where we can just have him talk about
Vibe.
everything else and
he
not
needs
just
to do a
one thing.
Mainakageni impression.
Of course.
He has to do one.
By the way.
He must do one.
Even when we have Minor here, we'll get Shanzu to do something.
Yeah.
But let's get Shanzu here for Wednesday episode.
For
And just
sure.
have him talk about a bunch
For
of
sure.
things. Yo, but have you guys had any experience where I think for me the thing that I think it would be similar to what we've discussed earlier, because maybe what we do would mainly be auditioning.
Yeah.
Is when auditions are not clear. I mean, say exactly what you want. Because if I'm going to hire someone today, I know exactly what I want.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'm looking for someone who's fluent in English and Swahili. I'm looking for someone who's willing to do, put in like a work 5
Job
hours a day.
3 years
Someone-
experience.
3 years experience. Like be super clear
Yeah.
so that by the time I'm coming to audition, like I've already
No, and salary. Kwanza kitu ya kuficha salary, then you bombard me in the last interview. Stop it.
Even bombarding is one thing. Most of the time they ask you, what should we pay you? I'm like, nigga, you're the one hiring.
Hey.
You didn't have a budget.
Why should we hire you, sir? Is in that position vacant? Hiyo ni swali gani unaniuliza?
Yeah, why should we hire you? I'm like, cause you have no one to
There's
do the
no
job.
one to do it.
Have you ever said a bombastic figure? how much should we pay you? 2 million.
2 million net. And so the person who's interviewing you with like a 250 a month.
Hata mimi. Ama anakuuliza pa? Aman.
I know people who interview for fun. So they're not necessarily looking
For fun?
They're not necessarily looking
for
for like a job. They're comfortable where they are, but they just want to interview, gauge what people are asking.
Yeah.
Just see the market.
Yeah.
Also, just gauge yourself so that
Yeah.
when the year comes to an end,
You know how
and you need to
to-
review salaries and
Yeah.
you know where to position yourself.
Yeah.
So I know people who just do it for fun. And
I should start
I
doing
think and that's a good idea for Misfix, is that we just do fake job interviews. And then when it comes to how much do you want? I'm like, don't mind 3.5 million gross a month. A month.
You'll have to call the CEO to come and see this.
When the owner of the
The
company,
HR will pull an obin.
but genuinely, because it's a concept of, hey, you said Obina and you walked in.
Allah!
Are you ready for the masses? Are you ready for the masses? Are you ready for the masses? You can come. There's a mic. Give up.
Oh, God.
Just come.
It's about to get real.
Actually, we just have one simple question.
About to get real.
Bodyguard.
No, do hakuna spices, by the way. Hakuna spices. Bless you.
You can kiss monkeys as well. Hey, you smell nice, bro.
Hey, damn.
Hey.
Check you look.
Hizi socks zako?
Those are my socks. I still have those socks.
Oh, you have such socks.
No, legit.
Si nimepitia base yako.
Yeah. Shout out to all the 3.4 girls.
Wait.
You know, it's,
Obina, we have a question for you. What's the ideal answer to how much should we pay you at the end of
you know when you do interviews.
Not this kind of interviews. Za kutafuta.
I'm sure you've done an interview and they ask you how much do you want to be paid.
What is your salary
Nobody
expectation?
has ever asked me to pay me for an interview. Nobody. Wanakuwa tu mazee, come through mazee. Then I also don't charge for interviews because
No.
No, like
Not
after the
job
interview.
We're saying when you are still hustling, you know when you go to interview for a job, not media, and then they ask you, why should we hire?
Why should we hire?
Yeah.
Kulipe how much?
How much do you want to be paid?
What is your salary
Has it ever
expectation?
happened to you?
yes.
What is the
Yes.
expectation?
Yeah. No, hiyo inachezanga na level huko kwa maisha na your immediate problems.
So now Chaxi has
Don't
a
round off your rent to your nearest chakula na transport. Mimi nishaulizwa nikasema mkinipatia 10 nitakuwa nimesukuma sana.
10K.
Mimi nilikuwa office manager, nilikuwa nalipa 10K. I was balling, bro. Mimi nilihama kuishi na Wamodo nika ingia Landimayo kwa nyumba 4,000, nyumba mabati. Aluminium. Nilikuwa kama ni mchana ni incubator.
This is the opposite of flexing. Una flex kukua poa.
No. I'm a batch. No, if you look at it, check it. If you look at it now, unaona na flex kwa poor, but from where I was from,
Okay.
in all my peers, I was balling back anambia wewe oa saizi mazi.
Mbona tu ukipata tu pesa kidogo tu hivyo. Unanunua gari.
But then who's the man
That is how my first baby mama got pregnant. I was like, come on, man. I can handle this.
It's because you took advice from broke people.
I know. But those were my peers.
Yeah.
So unaona saizi nyinyi mko hapa hakuna mtakuwa na mtoi. So your peers are this. Usijaribu kuzaa, usijaribu kushika mimba.
unacheza tulikuwa nasema so we have a new show inaitwa Misfix. Umeona?
I've seen trailers of it.
Clips
I watch, yes.
Yeah. So we want to do like a fake job interviews. Ile how much do you want to be paid? A serious face, 2 million a month.
Oh wow, what was I 2 million a month? Kwani wewe ni Michael Joseph?
They have to call the CEO to see this idiot. Because what?
The person you're supposed to report to your time anakula ka 300.
Imagine.
Gross.
Yeah.
Bado Ruto ajengea hapo.
Hey.
Baada ya deduct pesa zile malemon onekana.
Shashi shoshu.
Sini HR. Mashiang shingsho.
Wanasema na masha.
Unabaki na net yoko.
Uko nasema our friend Shanzu. So he applied for a job 2 years ago. Then they made him do, like you do the first round of interviews, then wanakupatia case study. So like do a practical. Akafanya and then they went silent. Ghosted him. This year. Wamemwine. 2 years later.
Malisia ile case study tukuhaya.
Lakini kughostiwa na HR ni.
Wamemwambia. Wamemuuliza if he's down to do another case study.
Now, he should be the case study. Yeah, he should be. I'm at that company should be the case study.
I agree.
It's like, what?
I absolutely agree.
Smells like a rat. Walks like a rat.
Like a rat.
It's probably a rat.
Definitely.
I've been through this job before. So saizi labda wampatie contract up front. Binding contract ya kusema this is what we're gonna do. But without that, ikitamramba.
But let me tell you his response.
Killer.
Let me tell you his response.
Killer.
I think I have it.
Yeah,
He said,
like these are true stories.
Yes.
Okay.
bro, it's
Bring
a true
the
story.
receipt.
Let me show you.
Squeeze reality na kanga tu fiction.
Weka omena standby Weka omena.
Na lapels.
Na hakuna spices, si ndio?
Hakuna.
Wewe nataka kukutandika leo. Wacha leo ni wapange.
Ndio sijaza spices. Uliza omena kwa wapi? Why is the omena?
No, omena ipresentiwe time tunaanza kupika. Asiende nayo huku downstairs. Because I know.
Then juries stand by on the camera ya kumove. So this is his response.
Okay.
Actually just read it.
Let me read the thing.
Yeah, read the thing.
Thank you for your recent email. I was on vacation. Oh, okay. So I couldn't respond on time. Still, it was a pleasant surprise since I barely remember when I made the application. I'm honored to be shortlisted for the role of digital acquisition led at your bank, especially after the assignment I submitted back when TikTok dances were still trending and AI hadn't yet written half our emails. That said, I must admit, I hadn't anticipated the role would involve 2 rounds of assignments, spaced out over such a spiritually engaging timeline. Regretfully, I will not be participating in the upcoming case study. In the time since my initial application, in brackets, and the first assignment, close brackets, I've taken on new professional challenges, ones that refreshingly operate on schedules more commonly associated with our calendar. I do wish you and that team the very best in your search for the ideal candidate, and I hope the successful applicant has the same level of endurance.
And inject.
The same level of endurance as a Tour de France, at least. Tour de France. As I close, I'd also like to open myself up to the prospect of a paid consultancy for this work. Thank you and have a nice day. I love how 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. What does that say?
2 Peter says, and as to the Lord, 1 day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like 1 day.
Man, shout out to Chanzo.
Awaja reply.
Unaweza jibu.
Reply unasema nini?
Would you respond?
You una-escalate mpaka kwa CEO wa CEO.
Haya, Opina TV hiyo ndio email mmerudisha. Would you respond?
No, but
Thank you.
Put it out there.
Anyway, so man, shout out to Kerwa who is on the live. So Kerwa on the live is saying there's a guy called Savage apparently on the live who insist members are re-electing Ruto in 2027. And so now everyone on the stream are busy fighting him. Savage, peleka bad vibes huko. People bro.
Like, come on.
Amekuwa campaign.
Wait, acha huyu nani?
Hamuna ile ya nani? Ile soundtrack ya Mbusi de ile ya kiboko.
Ya Nyaunyo.
Hata nini?
Magansha.
Niko na gun.
Niko na. Anaitwa Savage. Savage. Wanatafuta yo
I am party bus fire baby.
Acha nimwambie.
Wapi ya OG?
Acha nimwambie.
Onda woge.
Wacha mchezo.
Ya OG kwa wapi?
That's what I miss. Aquilo.
Kwenda.
Iko chini.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Amberu. Kumbavu zake ubweye.
Twende turaya.
Hebu finya zote.
Amberu. Kumbavu zake ubweye.
Onda woge.
Na uoge.
Mchezo.
Congratulations.
Na hii number 1
Yeah, anything.
cricket.
Anyway, kuna OG Felon for the next episode.
Gunshot.
Tuko nayo sisi.
Iko.
You know the booty white pony.
Hata itole wangu hivi.
Yes,
The fat man.
It's
Ojiko.
The nigga shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Nigga shut
Anakuja kwa live, anakuja kwa update vibes.
Nataka ni kurelease uende umaikiwe uingie side yako iko huko then we finish your joining with the adjustment.
Anasema nimefanya leakage.
He's yet leakage. We are gonna be
Haya,
together.
Let's mbele kama form 1.
We are literally going to be next time. Why?
Yeah, I want the level playing field. Yeah.
Anasema tienda umaikiwe na nini nini.
They gone.
I need the lapels so that we can move. So I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Sawa, no. Wait,
we have to do the outro.
No. Mine. We have not done mind check. Finish, yeah.
Unasahau tunasomanga vitu
Hebu
tunasahau.
blindfoldini huyo mtu anaenda kuiba hapo.
Onyere sio umena wezi.
Unaweza.
Just before we get to the Omena versus Mara versus Obina. So on Mind Check today, the title is Time, the Invention That Changed Everything. So we live by it. We sorry, let me just get it. So we live by it. We obsess over it. We even say it heals all things. But what if I told you that time as we know it wasn't always measured.
Kwa nini HR wanani ameandika?
Hey bro, so not just squeezy. I go sit with ChatGPT. I'll say this is what
That's
this is what I'm
everybody's
thinking,
book, bro. You ain't special.
Yeah. And the moment humans figured out how to track it, the world changed forever.
Yeah.
So let's unravel how we went from watching the sun to watching the seconds tick by, and how that changed the way we live, think, and even exist. If you think about it, before time was measured,
That was crazy.
yeah. So I'll tell you how. So I want to give you an overview of before, how it was discovered, and then how that has changed life now. So before we get into it, Aber, kindly. So we do have an episode where we'll do a Q&A.
Yeah.
Aber is gonna post across all our socials. All the questions you have, we'll respond to those questions. If you need to type them under those. So go on our X, you'll find the Q&A. Respond there. I'll post on YouTube shortly. On Instagram, we'll have the question tag. So when time didn't exist, right? So before clocks, nature was the calendar and the clock. People rose with the sun, worked until sunset, and followed the rhythm of the moon and seasons. Time was fluid, not fixed. In ancient Egypt and Babylon, people used shadow clocks and sundials to track daylight, but that only worked when the sun was out. In many traditional societies, time was described in events, not hours. You didn't say 5 p.m., you said when the cows came home, or when the sun touches the hill. The idea of punctuality didn't exist, no pressure to be on time, because time was based on natural cues, not numbers. Now, the race to control time. So around the 1300s, mechanical clocks started showing up in Europe, mostly in church towers and public squares. Those clocks were massive and often inaccurate, but symbolized authority. Churches used these new timepieces to standardize prayer times and regulate the daily lives of entire communities. As cities grew, merchants and governments started using clocks to coordinate trade and labor. Time slowly transformed from a natural flow to something regulated, enforced, and owned. Whoever controlled time controlled people. So in the early 1500s, a German locksmith named Peter Henlein created the first spring-powered watch in Germany. These were called Nuremberg eggs because of their rounded shape. They weren't super accurate, but they were portable, a breakthrough for the era. I just love how they keep saying they're not accurate. Like, it just means everyone has their Now, time was no longer tied to a giant tower. You could carry it with you like knowledge in your pocket. Owning a personal watch became a symbol of wealth and intellect reserved for the elite. It wasn't just tech, it was status. Now, how did it move from pocket to the wrist? By the 1700s, pocket watches were the norm for upper-class men, usually worn with a chain tucked into a waistcoat. In 1810, Queen Caroline asked Swiss watchmaker Abraham Lou someone to craft a watch she could wear on her wrist, the first documented wristwatch. For decades, wristwatches were seen as women accessories. Men preferred the prestige of pocket watches still. That changed during World War I. World War I was in 1914 there, right? Till 1918, if I'm not wrong. Soldiers needed quick access to time during battles. So they began strapping pocket watches to their wrists. So they hadn't moved to the wristwatches. They were just strapping pocket watches. After the war, the wristwatch became a global trend. Faster, more practical, and now associated with strength and precision.
Yeah.
We now live in a world where time is tracked by the nanosecond. The atomic clock used in GPS satellite is accurate to 1 second every 100 million years. Our phones, watches, laptops, even kitchen appliances keep time. There's no escape from the ticking. Time zones, leap seconds, daylight savings. We've modified time to fit our lifestyle, not the other way around. We schedule everything, meetings, workouts, sleep, screen time. Time has become a currency, and being busy is a modern day badge of honor. We used to live with time. Now all of us feel like we're living against it. Closing thoughts. We invented time to bring order to life, but in the process, did we also invent anxiety? Why do we say time is money or time waits for no one? Have we mastered time or has time mastered us? This is Mind Check. Until next time, don't check the time, check your mind.
Hey, ChatGPT, you're showing off.
All right, so just before we leave, Auntie, you wanted to speak about usikimye. So we can go do the Omena verses. I can't wait, bro.
So I got this letter on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It says femicide should be a crime, but it's not. So I think, Mwas, you can go ahead and read the letter.
Right. So it's from Usikimye. My name is Helen. Violence stole my mother's sight. My father gouged out her eyes with a shard of glass for carrying another daughter. He served 7 years. My mother blinded, raised me. She taught me to survive. Then history repeated itself. On March 31st, 2024, my husband murdered me in Thika. I leave behind 2 children, 2 daughters. They will suffer as my mother and I did. Will they suffer as my mother and I did? Will this cycle ever end? Will femicide be recognized as a crime that it is? I'm not just a statistic. I'm part of a generation where women broken by men who face no real consequences. My mother's pain, my pain.
Thomas has a mic, but he wants to insist on reading off mic.
The thing is here.
We're just about to end. So
My mother's pain, my pain. Will my daughters be next? Kenya must wake up. Femicide is not just another murder. It's a systemic destruction of women, and it must be named, tried, punished as such. I am Helen Murugi Njoki. Say her name, remember me. Say my name, remember me, and speak up and help others like me find the justice that we deserve.
Okay. I think I saw something online. I didn't pay too much attention. What is the page again for guys who can? I'll go check it out as well.
So,
Usikime is the
yes,
page on IG.
just-
I'm sure I've come across a page like that.
So they have a website called usikimia.org. So basically what they need is 100,000 signatures on their petition so that this can be tabled in parliament.
Wait, so these signatures, are they, because I see these online petitions, I've never seen any follow through.
So now this is to make sure
do they
that it
normally
gets-
go somewhere? No, like I'm actually being very honest. Each time I feel like we sign petitions online, but I never see follow through. Like who's on the back end, and how does that even impact policy?
So that's why, from what Njeri told me, on what I have seen, because they're partnering with Ogilvy, Joanna K Cosmetics, and other influencers, but Usikime and Joanna K are the main partners. So their plan is to get 100,000 signatures so that they can get this for femicide to be put as a crime in itself, to get this motion in parliament. And they want this to, if it will go through by God's grace, it can become an actual law. So till they get 100,000 signatures of Kenyan, like proper Kenyan citizens, like you have an ID or all that stuff. Yes. So if you can go to the site www.usikimia.org, sign the petition, and if you can, share it far and wide as you can. Also, there's a campaign that's going on social media for guys, of course, because you can't put on red lipstick. If you can't put on a red shirt, just stand in solidarity. For babes, you
Who told you Mwas can't put on red lipstick?
Hey, kila mtu na style yake. For babes, make sure you buy the red lipstick from Joanna K Cosmetics. Apply that, take your nice selfie, post that on social media just to create more awareness, to get more guys to sign this petition. So, yeah.
Thank you, Auntie. So we're going to transition to the kitchen to see the verses between Mariah and Robina in the Omena cooking competition. Episode 251, we are...
Mic check!
Over 26. This is
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26. Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.